Hello everybody, my name is Steve Chamberlain. I'm the pit master with the Meatyo-Q'rs. We're going to go ahead and start ourselves off with a new segment called Cue Up Something Great. Essentially what it's going to be is I'll walk you through step by step how to cook a certain type of meat, and then I will let you go ahead and take the wheel. Let's see what you can come up with. New recipes, tricks, tips, ideas. Let's see it. So today we're going to go ahead and start off with a tri-tip. You can get it at most butcher markets. It's not a super common cut out in the Midwest or the East Coast. It's a West Coast, started off in California cut, and but boy, when you can find it, it's a good cut of meat to try. So let's go ahead and start it off. Alright, so we got our fresh tri-tip here from the butcher. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trim off any fat pieces here, big hard fat chunks that just won't quite render down as we cook. Remove any silver skin that you see. Take up any pieces like this, just get burnt on you. Well, a nice smooth piece of meat on that grill. Now, take note, a tri-tip, one side has the grains going this way, and the other side has the grains going this way. That's going to make a difference as we cut this thing and slice it once it's ready to serve. So, now that we've got it all trimmed up, just take a little olive oil, just a little, don't need a ton on there, just enough to get the seasonings to stick. Rub it all in, don't forget your edges, and then I hit both sides. Just a light coating. I'm going to get rid of this piece of, it'll just burn up in there. Okay, got her coated in olive oil. And just take, all I've got is just a salt and pepper rub. I like to add a little garlic in there sometimes too. This is just salt and pepper today. Give it a good shake, otherwise the salt settles at the bottom. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on. The higher you hold the shaker, the better distribution you're going to get. You're going to get seasoning all over rather than just clumps of spots. Be sure to get your edges. Flip on over, and you're going to hit the other side. And there we go. We got a beautifully seasoned tri-tip ready to hit the grill. So now that we got the charcoal chimney lit, I'm going to go ahead and dump it in my Vortex and get this grill ready and good and hot and ready to roll. I got my top dial wide open. I got my bottom dial wide open as well. So now that we've waited a few minutes, the grill is up to temp and ready to roll. It's at about 550 degrees, screaming hot. So the beautiful thing about a Vortex is you get a two-zone fire. Over here we got our hot zone, and all the way around we've got an indirect zone. So what we do is we take that piece of meat, we'll go ahead and throw it right on an indirect zone. Keep every vent wide open, keep it going good and hot. And we'll come back in about an hour or so. Check on it then. Alright, so one thing that I didn't mention with the Vortex is that typically I like to put a piece of wood right in the center just to get that little smoke rolling and get it to hit the meat. Today I got some oak, just traditional beef barbecue oak. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and temp. It's been about a half hour. Looks like we are at 108 and about 108 all around, so we're sitting pretty good. I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes and look for 125 on this thing to pull it, wrap it. We'll let it rest for a little bit, and then we'll get it back over a hot searing cast iron. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and probe this baby for its temp. Now I just want to say, if you don't have a good instant read thermometer, the ThermWorks pen is just a fantastic thermometer. It'll get you an instant read. This is the MK4, so you can see it rotates as you rotate it. And then at night it's got a backlit display. Just a wonderful tool to have. You can't grill without an instant read thermometer. So let's go ahead and hit it. Looks like we're 130. We got just a little bit over, but the back end is at 120. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it, and it should even out as it rests. We'll let it rest for 10 minutes or so. And we'll go ahead and throw it on that cast iron skillet. So anytime I wrap something, I like to hit it with a double layer of foil, just because it keeps the juices in, keeps it from tearing, and you just get a little better seal on it. So I fold one end up, and then I fold twice over, give her a crease, and then you just roll her up. Want it nice and tight. Keep those juices in it. Folding the edges over. Then I hold it, just a cheap Coleman cooler, 20 bucks at the store, and a couple of old towels, and I'll hold it for, oh heck, hold it for an hour or so, at least. It'll still be hot. So I just layer one towel down, put your meat in, and the towel over, and the extra towels just to fill the voids. Pulls her up, come back when you're ready to sear. Alright, so I put the cast iron skillet on the grill as I pulled and wrapped this thing, so it's good and hot. It's been sitting for 15 minutes here, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to throw it right on that searing skillet, put a little oil in it, and then you can see I've got all the juices here. Save that. After you slice it, you're going to pour it right over it. So I like to sear each side about 2 minutes a piece, and I'll rotate and get the edges, and then I'll flip it completely over and get the top. And because the grate doesn't sit perfectly level, I'm trying to get it in the oil. I just use vegetable oil, has a lower smoke point than the olive oil. Of course, as you're waiting, don't forget to have yourself a drink of beer. Alright, about 2 minutes in, start rotating this. Get your edges. What you want to be looking for is that nice dark mahogany color. A little bit of char on it too, that's always good. Goofy shape, you gotta get all the edges. More beer. And last but not least, that opposite edge there. That other face in there. Don't need to press it down, but just kind of gently make sure it kind of all the edges touch that pan. You don't want to squeeze the juices out as you're doing this, but you just want to contact that hot pan, get it caramelized up on the outer edges. Alright, let's see how we're doing on the other side. good and crusty. That's what we want to see. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull this baby right on my cutting board. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring that inside, let it rest for a few minutes. We'll go ahead and slice it up. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I showed you there's two different grain textures to it. We've got the first one runs this way, and then the second one runs this way. So what we want to do is we want to cut it right about where the grain changes, right about there. And then the best thing to do is to cut this baby against the grain. So we're going to take this guy and we'll just start slicing it. Thin slices are great for sandwiches, thicker for if you just want to eat it plain. And you can just see that juice pouring out of it. Take a piece. And you can see that end grain right in there. And that's just going to bite through like butter when you eat it. Keep going. Remember, thin slices chew through better. Then we have our cup of broth here that we took from the rest period. And if you feel so inclined, just pour a little bit over. Moisten that meat right back up. Alright, let's go ahead and give this baby a try. That's where it's at. Alright. Hit it.